Hi everyone, Richard Peck here, and I just want to say thanks for watching this video. There's a bit of a quiet time in the office here. I'm the only one in, and I just thought I'd make a quick video to discuss some really good things I've learned this year in business. Now, obviously it's the 30th of December today, so my best wishes go to you for 2011, which is literally just 2 days away. I hope you had a great Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate, and obviously business is a big important part of my life, but family and friends are also very important as well. So I wish you had the best time you could with all your family and friends. So anyway, into the topic in hand today, which is the top 3 things I've learned this year to boost my business. And these aren't anything special, these are probably things that you do already, but I found that doing these 3 things have been the biggest benefits of my business since I've had it. I mean, we've been going for a few years now, and to be honest, I've been doing these 3 things just this year, and they've been phenomenally successful and beneficial to my company. So I'm going to start from number 3, which is, you know, the least beneficial to the business, although they've all been great, and that would be making specific goals. Now, I know a lot of people, I mean, I don't think this would apply to many entrepreneurs, but a lot of people I know would just see a problem or an obstacle or a goal and just go, I can't do it because it's too big, or there's too many issues with it, or something else like that. If you've ever had that problem, or you've said, oh, it's just too much to do, it's because you've set your goals too broad or too wide. Have you ever heard of the saying, you've bitten off more than you can chew? That's a similar kind of analogy, but with a different meaning. And essentially, people will find a big problem, and instead of being able to tackle it a little bit at a time, which is what you're meant to do, they try and tackle it all at once. It's like trying to go up Everest in one go, and it just won't happen. That's why Everest, people who climb Everest have to do all base camps and all that different stuff. So basically, make specific goals. So if you want to say, oh, I want to make £10 million next year, or whatever you want to do, instead of focusing on the £10 million, make little increments and say, I want to make, in January I want to make 30,000, and in February I want to make 60,000 or whatever, and then just increase it, and just eventually build up to your goal. Remember, the pyramids of Egypt took a long time to build, and I'm sure the guys there would agree that that took one little layer at a time to build up those pyramids. And so, you know, they didn't just go and build one giant structure straight away. They took little steps to go and make the pyramid, and that's essentially what you need to do in business. I started doing this in about August time, and it's just been absolutely amazing, the stuff that I've achieved from doing this. And, you know, I actually wrote a post about this before, so if you're interested in learning how to make specific goals, then take a look at the previous posts on my Tumblr page. Okay, so the next one, just to try and keep this as quick as I can, the next one is going to be bringing on partners or employees. Now, if you're starting off, I mean, I know a lot of people watching this are already established or whatever, but if you're starting off, I found, I mean, I started outsourcing a lot this year. I've also brought on a partner, or he's an employee slash partner kind of thing, and I've just found that getting others to do the work which is less important than what you could be doing is just a huge boost to your whole company. We've had, I think we've got 2 teams at the moment, and we've got some others coming on board as well. But I was doing all the work those 2 teams were doing, and it was just getting us nowhere. I just hit a plateau, and I was just like, you know what, I can't do this any longer. I've really got to push forward and get more people doing stuff. And yeah, it's a risk at first. You've got to spend out so much money, and you've got to do whatever, and you've got to get it all set up. But once you get the system in place, it's just fantastic. You can actually rely on these people to do your work for you. And it's not a cop-out. It's not like saying, oh, I'm passing the buck on to them. No, it's you're then able to do more things that are going to increase your revenues and profits, and, you know, obviously expand your business. So the big thing I would say is, if you've got anything that you do every day that you either it takes up too much time, or it's non-beneficial, i.e. it's just keeping your business going on simmer, you need to outsource it. I just can't stress how important that is. I mean, I've just found it to be incredible. I mean, for example, I've got a good friend of mine, Joe. He's my best friend. We've known each other for years. I brought him on board mainly to give him some insight into how business works and all that stuff, but really he's been beneficial to both of us, because he's been able to take off a lot of the stress and a lot of the menial tasks that I've been doing, and he's basically been able to do it himself. So essentially, good piece of advice: try and outsource any work you can, and a good way to do this would be good to go on elance.com, which is E and then Lance, LANCE.com, or to go on a site called guru.com, and there's a lot of people in there. They're all from around the world, and they'll help you out with whatever you need doing. So that's number 2. Finally, this is the most beneficial thing I've done, and this is something you need to do. I'm going to be honest, you've got to do it. It's meeting people. Now, I used to think networking and meeting people was all about, putting on a cheesy grin and, passing out your business card and all that crap, but I actually refrained from doing it for a long time because of that. And looking back at it now, it's a very stupid and naive way to look at things, because meeting people, it's just been amazing for me. It's just, as soon as I started meeting actual business owners who are not only in my league, as it were, it wasn't, obviously someone who's the same level as me, but we're also in business, doing different things and just, doing their own things. I was able to learn so much from about, an hour meeting or half an hour meeting or whatever. I was able to learn much more in that time than I was in it, reading any textbook or marketing book or whatever. So what I would say is the biggest, most important thing that you could do in 2011, which has benefited me, the day that I actually started doing this, was to meet people. And I really can't stress enough how important that is. We've got Twitter now, we've got Facebook, we've got mobile phones, we've got everything we can possibly need to meet up with not only people in your own market, but just generally business people all over where you live. And it's now just a case of going in there and saying, listen, can I have a meeting with you, or do you want to have a meeting set up? It might take you a few chances or 2 times to talk with them, but if you can get a meeting set up with someone that you not only aspire to be like, or just want to learn from, or just even talk with, you can come out with your head spinning with ideas. It's just incredible. So meeting people, vital. And this video is getting a little bit long now, so I'm just going to cut this off and say, those are the top 3 things. Take a look down at the bottom down there, the page, and just read up on what I've written. It's just those 3 things could just decide whether your business explodes or just simmers. And thanks for watching, and I really do hope you have a great 2011. Take on board the stuff I've just put out there, but if you want to know any more about what I've just written or said or whatever, please just email me, or just go on my Twitter account. So it's Twitter/frontline_rich. So that's frontline is front, then line, and then rich, and then just connect with me. It's just brilliant. So anyway, thanks a lot, and I wish you the best 2011.